on, George. You can't keep walking around like that, everyone will hear you. Okay. Hi everyone, today we're going to be making some red velvet cupcakes for Valentine's Day because they seem very appropriate for the season. This recipe is one that is like a modified Donna Hay, and I'll put a link to the recipe below so you can find it. She does like a cranberry reduction with sugared cranberries on top, and to be honest, I can't be fucked doing all that shit. So we're just making red velvet cupcakes. The first step is to take 75 grams of unsalted butter. Because we're in Australia, everybody keeps their butter in the fridge and it's rock hard all the time and you can't use it to cream anything. So this has been out for maybe 2 hours. It's well and soft because it's about 40 degrees outside. So yeah, 75 grams of that. You need 1/3 cup of caster sugar and a teaspoon of vanilla extract. And we're going to cream that for 8 to 10 minutes, but in this mixer it probably won't take that long because it's a beast. Okay, so this has now changed color dramatically and you can see that it's white and creamy. So we're going to add the egg and mix it in. Hilarious. So now that's well combined and it doesn't look like vomit anymore, we're going to add our next step. So now we need 2/3 cup of flour. A lot of places will say you're supposed to sieve the flour because then it aerates it. And that's definitely an important step, but we're not going to sieve the flour because I don't own a sieve, and well, our last one broke. And I went to the homeware store to buy a new sieve and they wanted $25 for one, and that's a fucking rip. So we're just going to not sift our flour. There we go. It's 2/3 cup of self-raising. It's all crud in here. That's because I washed it just before I used it. We also need 2 tablespoons of cocoa. I have homebred cocoa because I'm stingy, and the price difference is amazing. That's 1, 2. A lot of places will make a paste out of the food coloring and the cocoa. I think it's just an unnecessary step. Okay, and then food coloring. I don't have Pillowbrook's red at the moment because I've run out. This is a bit of a failed baking video. So I'm using rose pink, but I think it will look much the same and it will be cute in Valentine's Day with the pink. So it's a tablespoon of food coloring. And then don't drip that all over your white countertop because that will make an absolute mess. Final step here is 1/4 cup of buttermilk. I didn't have buttermilk, so I made my own. You just use, well, normally the ratio is like 1 cup of milk to a tablespoon of vinegar or lemon juice. I only needed 1/4 cup, so I used 1/4 cup of milk. So the next step is to pop your mix into your patty pans and to put it in the oven. So this will be nice and messy. Okay, so you bake these at 160 degrees Celsius for 18 to 22 minutes. My oven is quite cold and it has trouble keeping to temperature, so it will probably take more like 25-30 minutes, but we'll see. So now for the part of red velvet that makes it so delicious, the cream cheese frosting. You need to take 50 grams of unsalted butter, again at room temperature, and 250 grams of cream cheese. Ew! Why are dairy products so disgusting? Might have helped if I got this out earlier. I'm just gonna plop it in. Or not? Look at that. Okay. So these two need to cream for 8 to 10 minutes. Ooh. What you doing, George? You ain't getting any of this. You can't eat dairy. Okay, that's allowed. Probably give you some when I have a cupcake. Okay, a little bit more. So now that they're combined, you need to add 3/4 of a cup of icing sugar, not icing mixture. I always used to make that mistake. So this is pure icing sugar, 3/4 of a cup, and then you're going to beat for like 6 minutes. So once you're happy with how well this is all creamed together, which I just do by tasting it. Woo! Sweet. You want to add a tablespoon of milk. Keep mixing till that's combined, and you're done. Oh, look at that. That will give you a heart attack. So sweet. But the cupcakes are ready to come out. They need to sit for a long time basically to cool because the frosting is cool and it will melt if you put it straight on. So we need to cool those and then we're going to come back and frost them and decorate them, and I'm going to show you how I use a Glad bag to frost things. Okay, so now I'm going to show you my technique for frosting these cupcakes. All you need is a Glad bag and the frosting that we made earlier, and you want to put, I'm going to do this one inside out because you want to just put a load of it in here. Because it's cream cheese, it's quite solid. So, squish it all out. And then you want to take one corner of the bag and cut a hole in it. Obviously, the bigger the hole you cut, the wider the frosting will appear on the cupcake. So start smaller and work your way up. So I'm going to start with like that, and even then that's going to be huge. And then you want to like smush it all out. This could go terribly wrong the first time. I generally have to correct it. But the good thing is you can just kind of wipe this off with a paper towel if you need to start again. So let's give it a go. Now I've had this mix in the fridge since I made it, and it probably could do with a little longer at room temperature. Yeah, that one's a bit shit. That's okay, the first one's always a throw. The first one's always for me, to be honest, because it always looks a bit crappy. You really need to get like confidence. Okay, I'm gonna eat that one. Let's get rid of that. Next one. Second cupcake. Alright. So, all the edges. So you have a little dollop in the middle. Again, it's not supposed to look perfect. I'm just gonna bring these all over now that I've kind of got that ready. It's not supposed to look perfect because this isn't a bakery, this is my kitchen, and I'm not perfect, so why would my baked goods be? I almost prefer them to be just a little bit shitty, because it's almost like my stance against, like I love Pinterest, but it's my anti-Pinterest baking. Like you couldn't Pinterest these are not good enough for Pinterest. This will just do a little one. That can go in my pile too. And that one, and then I can just lick this knife, because this shit is delicious. Now you are supposed to aim for consistency with cupcakes, but to be honest, I don't care. I made these ones, so look how fat that one is and how shit that one is. It adds to the charm. So now, because it's Valentine's Day, we're going to glitter bomb these. This is, okay, I have to use a hand movement, edible glitter. Edible glitter doesn't necessarily mean that you can eat it. It just means that it's going to pass through your body. You're not going to digest it. It's like eating little bits of metal, but it's not toxic. So no, it's technically not edible. It's like edible paper. It's not edible, it's just non-toxic. So, oh shit, that's a lot. So I'm going to put some glitter on these. Put a little bit in the lid and then just like, oh, that's way too much. What? Beautiful. Do some more. So, there you have my Valentine's Day cupcakes. They are the Rachel Taylor version of the Donna Hay Red Velvet Cupcake. I'm going to eat this one with the shitty icing and the glitter bombing. That's way too much glitter. And we'll see if they taste any good. Okay. Happy Valentine's Day to me. They're pretty delicious. That is going to put you in a diabetic coma. That one there, the big fat one. Oh my god. It's really good. Look how cute that is. The funny thing about this baking video is that my Valentine is allergic to dairy. Can't even eat them. They're just for me. Oh my god, that is delicious. Because they're like fluffy, they're not really dense. What they do need though is a cup of tea. That's good. Yum. They may not be Pinterest worthy, but they're definitely worth eating. Thumbs up. This one's Pinterest worthy. Look how cute that one is. I'm gonna zoom in on that one later. It's really adorable. Covered in glitter. Hey everyone, thanks for watching my video. If you enjoyed it, hit the thumbs up button below, or maybe even subscribe if you like wasting your time on pointless things. And happy Valentine's Day!